reading. A certain man had 2 daughters, whom he raised up with him from very young ages. Their mother having died, giving birth to the youngest one. The man raised them up by his side at his thriving shipping and receiving business. When one day his youngest daughter came to him and said, "Father, when you die, you intend to give everything to me and my sister, right? Well, I'm tired of waiting. I don't want to work in your shipping and receiving business. Give me my inheritance now and let me go off into the world and make my own name for myself." At this, his father decided to concede to her will and give her all that she asked. So he divided his estate between himself and gave her her portion that was hers to receive after he died. Upon receiving the money, the girl hopped on a plane and went to Las Vegas, where she enrolled at the University of Las Vegas, deciding to get herself a college degree and make a name for herself in the world outside of her father's shipping and receiving business. After the first semester enrolled at the University of Las Vegas, she was failing all of her classes. She was not doing too good. By the end of the first year, she'd blown all of her money partying and doing drugs and gambling in Las Vegas. At which point, the school kicked her out. They said, "You can't come back to school here." So, with nowhere to go and no money and too much pride to turn back to her father for help, she turned to the streets. Eventually, she fell in with a pimp who started tricking her out on the streets of Las Vegas. One day, she didn't bring her pimp enough money, and her pimp beat her up. While she's sitting there nursing a fat lip and a black eye, she starts to think to herself, "Even the night janitor at my father's shipping and receiving plant doesn't have to deal with this crap. He doesn't get beat up. He's not starving. He's not all strung out on drugs. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to humble myself and return to my father's house and subject myself to his will as his servant." So she hit the highway and stuck out her tongue. As she came back to the town she was raised in, as she walks up to her father's business, which is a fenced compound, she walks up to the fence and the security guards stop her and try and turn her away. But she looks very ragged and they don't recognize her. But her father, up in his office, watching the security cameras, sees his daughter talking to the security guards and sees them turning her away and picks up, runs down the stairs, runs out to the gate and says, "Let her in. That's my daughter. She needs to be let in. I love her." And they let her in. He told his nearest associate, "Go, get her some nice Versace clothes, a nice gold ring, some diamond earrings, and a Cartier wristwatch. Call all the employees. Tell them we're taking the rest of the day off to have a steak barbecue." So the party began. But the man's older daughter, not being there at the time, upon returning, sees that no one is working and wonders what's going on. So she asks the security guards at the gate, and they tell her, "Your father has received your sister back home, safe and sound, without a mark on her. He's given the rest of the employees the day off, and we're all having a steak barbecue to celebrate." At this, his older daughter was very displeased. She sat there with a scowl on her face, watching everyone have a good time, but she would not join them. Eventually, her father saw this, and he came out to her and said, "Why do you not come in and join us for this celebration? For your sister was dead, but has returned to us alive." And the older daughter replied to him, saying, "I have followed you my whole life. I've worked here faithfully. I've never taken a day off. I've worked extra hours into the night to get things done to make your business successful. And you never give me a steak dinner. You never give all the employees off to celebrate with me." At this, Her father replied, "My daughter, you are always with me, but your sister, who was dead, has returned to us alive. Thank God. Is it not right that we should celebrate with her?"